What's up YouTube, it's your boy Rodrick here. We're back at it again with another video. Today we're going to be reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Squid Game. Found this online, I thought it'd be pretty interesting. So if you guys do enjoy, drop a like for your boy. Maybe consider leaving a comment so we can get this pushed in the algorithm. Let's get straight into it. Greg Heffley and the gang get wrapped up in the game of their lives. Can they survive the heavily inspired games from Squid Game? Let the games begin. December, Monday. To shorten it all out, I met this guy in a suit while I was walking home from school. He played this stupid game with these envelopes. After the whole thing, I got $10,000 out of it. He told me I can do more games like that one, and he gave me a business card with a phone number on it. I can win kid games like that. It'll be a piece of cake. Before I went, I called Rowley and a few others so they can play with me. If we all play, I have a better chance of winning. Tuesday. The next day, we all met up down the block. When the van came, we all got in. I don't remember what happened next because I woke up in this giant room with people wearing sweats, including me. I just pushed it all aside and met up with everyone again. Then all these men in pink suits came through this giant door and explained the rules. Then they took us to the first room for the first game. All it was the red light, green light. But the person, or thing, that was calling red light, green light was this giant robot child or something. As we started the game at 5 minutes, I was already ahead of everyone else, except Ruby Bird. Don't ask me why she was here. I saw her wobble a little, and she was shot. Like, holy shit. When they said you get eliminated, I didn't think they meant die. A bunch of people decided to be stupid and run away, but they all died. I just kept my cool and went through the game like it was nothing. Thankfully, Rowley, Fregley, and Chirag are still alive. When we all got back to the main room, they put the prize money in this giant pig. For each person who dies, they add 100 million. I have to win. Wednesday. The next day, I met up with Rowley and the gang and explained how we're all going to have to work together if we're going to want to win this. When we're all led into the next room, the guards told us that we'd pick from our 4 shapes: a circle, triangle, a star, and an umbrella. I told the gang that we should all pick something different because we didn't know what the next game was going to be. Fregley chose triangle, Chirag chose circle, Rowley chose umbrella, and I chose star. I chose star because that is what I'm going to be when I win. As you saw in the last drawing, the guards gave us all cookies with shapes we chose. Then they said we had to cut them out with a needle. We are screwed. We only had 10 minutes, and it didn't help that the guard had a gun at my head. Not to mention, Fregley picked triangle, and he passed in no time. After a while, I found out that if you lick the cookies, they melt, which makes them easier to break. I informed Rowley and Chirag on what to do, and we all passed. Thursday. The next day, we had to be in teams of 5, so me and the gang teamed up, but we needed one more player. Then I saw Rodrick. I asked him why he was here, and he said he'd heard about the games too, so he decided to join. I asked the gang if Rodrick could join, and they didn't mind. Anyway, we headed to the next game. It was basically tug of war, but like 1,000 feet in the air. If you lose, you fall to your death. Our team went first, and luckily won because Rodrick basically carried the team. Friday. Today, all of us had to be in pairs of 2. I immediately chose Rodrick because after I saw what he was made of yesterday, I needed to be his partner. Then we were taken to the next game. We were sent into a room that kind of resembled an alleyway or something. Then the guards gave everyone a bag of 10 marbles each. Then the announcer said that whomever team steals all of their partner's marbles wins. Things immediately felt slow motion. I almost fainted. That meant either Rodrick or I live. I opened my mouth as I was about to say something to Rodrick, but he grabbed my hand and placed his bag of marbles on it. I asked him why, and he said he doesn't have a chance of becoming a professional drummer. I was speechless. Rodrick told me to make my dreams come true. Then he punched the guard. The guard shot him in a blink of an eye. They made me leave the room. That was the last time I ever saw my brother. Next thing you know, I'm back in a normal room. After a while, Fregley came in, and a little later, Rowley did too. Chirag never came back. Chirag was my partner. Saturday. We have 2 games left. They're obviously going to make the games harder, which is bad, because I've already been messed up from what happened the other day. For the next game, the guards brought us to a white room with 10 numbered vests. There were 10 people left. Fregley went first and chose 10. I told Rowley to choose one, just to be safe, and I chose 2. Everyone else put on vests, and we all went to the next room. And it was at least 1,000 feet in the air, just like the tug-of-war game. It had 2 rows going across the room to the other side. Each row had a square panel of glass spread apart from each other. Some were weak glass, and some were strong. Then we all had to go starting from 10. When Fregley went first, he obviously died. I'm a beautiful butterfly. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, everyone else who went died. The only people left were me and Rowley. Luckily, I had an idea. I just spread my arms and legs across and crawled to the other side. Rowley caught on and did the same. Me and Rowley both are the last survivors. When we got back to the main room, the guards gave us both fancy suits and we ate a really fancy dinner. After the long day, me and Rowley just sat down and had a conversation. Would have probably been our last normal conversation. Sunday. Today's the last day. I'm ready to play the game. The guards took me and Rowley to the room. We're to be playing the infamous Squid Game. Just kidding. We're doing a 1v1. Me and Rowley both got a pistol. Greg, I need to confess. I need that money.
Rowley, Rowley, Rowley. Joshua once said, respect your parents, but he never said, respect your friends.